Hello and welcome to Lumosity. Let's begin our training for the day. I feel good, and I got 9 or more hours of sleep, 10 in fact. Way overslept. Oh gosh, woke up at 2 p.m. Man. Which means I went to sleep at 4 a.m. Yep. Oh my gosh, I meant to click here. My God, this trackpad. I'm restarting, alright. I don't let the trackpad get in my way. Okay, if the trackpad gets in my way, I just restart. I'll show you, trackpad. Probably would have failed that anyway, but, well, if the trackpad fails it for me, there's no way I'm going to continue. It's an easy way out, you know? I'm not going to refuse an easy way out. Of course it was up there. Of course it was. Failed anyway. Alright. Whatever. I mean, at least I can fail on the places where I actually don't remember. But if I fail on places I do remember, that's just sad. And I don't like being sad, so restart. It's the line. It's easy to remember lines. It's perhaps the easiest shape to remember. Seconded only by the block. 3x3 block, pretty easy. 3x2 blocks, not so difficult. Of course, things that are near them, still hard. Like, is it there or hey there? It's there, but, well, sometimes when something's sticking out of a block, like that shape there, sometimes that's not too hard to remember. See? But when you've got things like gliders, I remember gliders just because I remember being fascinated by them in John Conway's Game of Life. That's why I say glider. You probably don't get the reference unless you know John Conway's Game of Life, what a glider is. It's got a glider because it just kind of glides over the field in the game by John Conway. And it's not exactly the kind of game that I would normally be playing. Or is it? On this channel, I play just about everything, so I'm not sure that's true. There's almost nothing I won't play. In fact, I might just, you know what? I might just play that now. I might just play John Conway's Game of Life and record it. Sure. Why not? Because it's boring if you don't know how to be enthusiastic about it. But then isn't everything, if you don't know how to be enthusiastic about it? Problem is, oh my gosh, trackpad, what was that? I meant to click there, not there, maybe even there. Okay, stupid trackpad. Make me sick. Not that I would have done any better. Anyway, didn't remember the other spaces, but still though, trackpad, I certainly wouldn't have clicked guess there. Goodness. It's my fault that time. It's my fault. What was the space that was uncovering itself? I didn't even see a space uncover itself there. Man, this trackpad is just messing up everywhere right now. Usually when that happens, there's some kind of hair that's on it. Some kind of speck. Yep, there is. There is. Some kind of organic matter that messes up the capacitance. It's all capacitance based. Oh, gosh. Reminds me. Always makes me laugh when I see somebody who's putting pressure on their iPad. They're like, this iPad doesn't work. Its touchscreen it is not sensitive enough. No matter how much pressure I put on this, it just won't read. It just won't pick it up. I need to get my elephant out. My little tiny elephant. I need to go sit that thing on it. A little tiny elephant. Okay. So it's like science fiction elephant or something. I remember there was science fiction. I'm losing my topics now. It reminds me of Stephen Hawking's show. Remember that on the Science Channel? Yeah, it's a little show, and it had a little elephant. There's more about that, and blah blah blah. Off topic. But anyway, it always makes me laugh when there's someone putting extreme pressure on their iPad or, I guess, Samsung device, whatever the equivalent is. What is it, Galaxy? Samsung Galaxy Tab. Tab for tablet. I guess. I don't know anything about Samsung. Except that it uses the operating system developed by Google. So obviously it's what you probably prefer because Google owns YouTube. And, yeah. So yeah. I'm sure it's awesome then. Just don't use it, and I don't know anything about it, so just honestly. Because I don't have an iPad or an iPhone either, because I just don't have a tablet or phone, because I spent all my points of money, of currency on a Mac, on this MacBook Pro, and I am flat broke. And the next purchase I make is going to be a Mac Pro. And I'm saving up, so it's going to take a long time. Because those things are extremely expensive. Now, if I had half a brain, I would get a Windows PC. So I wouldn't have to wineskin all the awesome games that I want to play. Because wineskinning is just, it doesn't work as well as I'd like. Although, recently I was, wineskinning I Want to Be the Guy. Heh. It was the best. It is incredibly compatible. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it's only because the game glitches out on Windows also. So it turns out it's just about as glitchy as it ever was, which is it's incredibly glitchy. It's almost game breaking in some instances. But that's only because the game is breaking you already, you know? You're already broken by the game, and then when the game breaks and crashes instantly, or you glitch through a platform or something, it just breaks you. Just breaks you into pieces. It does. Or at least I'd imagine. I haven't actually played it yet. Due to the strange chronology of me posting, I may have an I Want to Be the Guy episode posted before this one is, which would seem really weird, but that's just how my life is messed up right now. Yeah. Anyway, what was I was talking about? Yes, we've gone quite a ways away from what I was talking about, but I was telling you about how I always laugh when I see an elderly person like that one there, just mashing the iPad or I guess other capacitance control device, thinking that it's pressure based like the iPads they had that weren't called iPads at all, just, tablets they had or whatever, PDAs, personal digital assistants that they had, like, I didn't think those were, man, what kind of pressure based are they talking about? I think even PDAs are capacitance based. God, I guess these are really, really old people. But anyway, they think it's all about the pressure. They think the more pressure they can put on there, the more chance there is for it to register. They don't realize that they're only confusing it because it's capacitance-based, which means you don't technically even have to be touching it. On most capacitance-based things, you can, put a piece of paper between your hand and, your finger. You can separate it by quite a bit. And technically, you don't even have to be pressing it, just so long as there's a disruptance in the capacitance field. It's really, really amazing it even works at all. You might call it magic, except that it's reproducible, meaning that it is completely sane. Right? It's science. It's sane science. Not magic. It's science because it can be reproduced. Over and over and over again, and not even without some wizard enchanting it. It's just made in a factory. Just made in a factory somewhere in China or Taiwan or North Korea. I mean, not South Korea, I mean. Big difference. Bet anyone in South Korea is offended that I would get them mixed up. No, I didn't. Just my mouth got them mixed up, and my vocal cords as well, but my brain didn't. Brain didn't get them mixed up, just my everything else is involved in it. No, I realize there's a huge difference between South Korea and North Korea. Just about every way. And they don't really like each other. I would assume. No one even really knows what North Korea is about, except people who are there. I guess they know. Or do they? Because if they really knew, wouldn't they oppose it? I mean, I'm sure they do, but do they? I don't even know. Does anyone know that's not there? And then do they even know? Probably not. Does their leader even know? Is he even their leader? Kim Jong-un? Don't even think he's leading. It seems his generals. He's sub power or something. He's just a figurehead. Just a little puppet. That people can, and the rest of the world can laugh at, because in fact, it is not a laughing matter at all. And if we actually knew what goes on there, it would not be funny. Not at all. Anyway, I think we're done here with this episode of Lumosity, normal session. We've been making a lot of strange sessions lately. We've got a makeup set. We've got our makeup sessions. We've got our testing sessions. This series has gone way above what I thought it would be. Amazingly. Alright, thanks for watching. Goodbye.